Hello and welcome to Conquering Mount Scrapmore with Brenda. I'm Brenda. Today we're here with a fun little variation on a traditional, because remember we're playing with traditional blocks. This is your typical basket block, but we're going to play with this handle and make it easier for everyone to sew one of these cute baskets by using a rickrack. That's right, the rickrack. Now you can get this, use this, if you have rickrack in your scraps, go ahead, use it, it's fine. But first I want to introduce you to Marilyn at Cotton and Chocolate. Now her YouTube channel is going to be on the show notes below. So when you go check her out, tell her that Brenda from Conquering Mount Scrapmore sent you. We're having so much fun introducing you to all these new people, and we're hoping you help their subscribers as well by subscribing to them, and also share, like, and subscribe me as well, because we need your help too. Over half of you aren't viewing, or that are viewing are not subscribed. So we would really we need your help, right, moving up in the ranks. So the other thing is our Facebook group is growing rapidly, and we've got virtual sew days, we're sharing pictures, we have some very talented people in there that love doing scrappy quilts. It is becoming so much fun. So if you are not anti-Facebook, please come join. The other thing is we're talking about now making our virtual sew dates on Zoom for everybody on like the first Saturday, the second Saturday of the month. We're still talking with people about it and seeing what they think and how they feel, what would work best for them. So come on in. We have some fun sewing to do today, and this is going to come together very quickly. Okay, rickrack basket. Now this is how I've laid them out, and you can see here how we've done this. This is a block that's actually easier to make two at a time, right? Because this is a really big piece. These are really big pieces of scrap. Now, I did mark out and leave out the second one is underneath, right? And I'll do it later. But I didn't have enough of this fabric to make the feet of the basket, so I just switched out a different blue, right? I will make two blocks, but not now. I'm only going to make you the one block. Now, this is our rickrack. Now it is a tiny little rickrack because that's what I had kicking around the house. And how we're going to do this is with a pot. A pot lid. Yes, we're going to line up that lid just right along the basket. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to try and make sure that it's even on both sides. Yes, it is. And then we're going to, now you can do this with glue or pins or whatever, right? So what you're going to do is you're just going to lay it around the pot lid nice and flat, because this stuff will curve, right? So now you've got your applique pins, which are tiny little pins. And I know you're going to sit there like, oh God, here we go. Tiny little pins that go in only one layer. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this off, this one. Oops. And you try and just get it curved. That's all you're going to do, is try and get your rickrack curved. Now I'm going to cut off this excess bit because we don't need all that. I'll throw that to the side. And I'm going to take off this because I think this might be easier if I don't have it on the board and get all of this laid out first. So basically you're going to put this around, and you want this sitting just like so. So you get a lovely little curve. Now in this curve, if you wanted, you could put other flowers. You could just do, like, you know, raw edge applique, right, and put flowers in here. You guys see what I'm doing? And now I'm just pinning this curve in place. And it doesn't have to, you don't have to get too crazy with the pinning. Okay? And you just want to have just a gentle, lovely curve. Now, this, traditionally, these are needle turn applique on a bias. You take a 1-inch piece and then you put in your 1-inch piece and then you needle turn applique it. But we can use little rickrack bits. That works too, because rickrack works great on curve. So now you see from the back, I just pin this in 5 little places. Now that's going to be good enough for my curve. And it still kind of looks curved. Maybe not so much. I'm going to take some pressure off there and just put that there. There we go. Now I'm just going to check it against my lid because I'm going to do 2. So I'm going to use my pot lid as a template. Now, yeah, that's curved. That's curved enough. So this is going to be in the second one as well. So I'm going to leave it here for a bit. Now, just think, you know, last time when we were doing curve boot camp, we started out with a salad bowl. So yes, we use all sorts of things. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to gently stitch down that edge. And I don't want to be running over my pins, but so I will get them ready to be removed as we go. And these applique pins are tiny, tiny, tiny little pins, right? So now if you want to do the 1 inch, you know, needle turn applique on this block, you know, because that's what you love, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. There's a lot of people that don't know how to do it, and it's not their jam. But if it's your jam, all the more power to you. Yeah. Okay, get to the next one. These are actually easier to pull out with on here with tweezers, believe it or not. Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, is your guild looking for speakers? Because I do speeches now for free. I do lectures and trunk shows for free. Okay, no, I can't run that one over. If I do, it will be bad. So I'm taking it out now. Oh no! Okay. Just hold it in place. There we go. Here. So now we clip away the excess rickrack, right? And that goes out to the garbage. So that's our handle. And now we've got the perfect little thing going for, you know, you could put raw edge flowers in there with a couple of leaves. It would look cute, you know, and that way you have a block that is very different than the traditional, right? Because we are trying to play with traditional and make them a little happier, easier to work with, right? So let's just get one round through like this. Okay, now, okay, so this, let's bring this all back here. Okay, assembly of this block. Now I'm just going to leave it like that because I think that looks okay. I do have a little bit of a, like, it's not as curved as it should be, but, you know, like I say, if you were putting flowers and leaves in here, you would put it over the entire basket, like the handle and the basket, so it would drape down a little bit. So let's get this first one done. Okay, so this is a long bias seam, and we've clipped off our excess rickrack. Now this is such a beautiful traditional block. And I was kind of like, ooh, this is going to be so much fun to do. Make sure you don't stretch it. Don't pull. All you're doing is steering, because this is a really long bias. Okay. And get 2 things here. Okay. There, yes. We're putting yellow crumbs together today as our leader and under. So there we go. So now, okay. So now we're going to clip the corners on this so it goes this way, out of the way. And I trim a little deeper than I need to, possibly. And I'm going to press to the dark. Very gently, because this is a very long bias. Okay, so there we are. So there we are right now. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to assemble this piece and this piece. And you're going to put them so that the corner of the triangle matches the corner of the rectangle, right? So you're gonna sew one just like that. Okay. And the other one just like this. Okay. Just like that. So this is where you're sewing, and this has to match. See, there's no excess behind, right? Just at the tip. So that's good. Oh, I lined it. I messed it up when I turned it over. Okay. Okay, get another one out. There we go. Yeah. Now these yellow crumb blocks are going to be fun. So now what we're going to do, okay, I'm going to just trim off this dog ear right now because I don't want it in the way. And I'm going to press to the triangle. Ugh. Press to the triangle. Pick up all the little bits and press to the triangle. There we go. There's one. And there, get that off. Just like that. And that went zipping off somewhere. Just like that. Okay, just like so, right? So it looks like we're getting this all done. Okay, now we're going to go this first, and then we'll do the other one. There we go. Now I'm just going to sew gently along. There we go. Get another yellow put together with something. There, and kind of gold. And get the other side. Okay. Now if we press this way, that will work. Okay, just nice and gentle. We put it back so you can see what I've done. And now we're going to do this side here. And we're going to line that up. Okay, get that out of the way. So I'm going to make 2 blocks out of this. And this pattern is creates a 12-inch block, a 12-inch finish block. So this is a nice size, good size pattern. Now this seam goes down. So this should just, you know, you shouldn't have an issue when you sew it at all. But just let it nice. It's going to come together also nice. Okay. Well, right. And another 2 pieces go through. I'm going to get a bunch of the... Too bad I didn't have more baskets to do and get a bunch of yellow done. Okay. So now we're going to turn this and we're just going to finger press this open and press away from the basket. Just like we did on the other side. Right, bring it back. And we've got 1 piece left to put on, and this is the bottom. Now I'm going to press a little divot there, just like so, just like so. I don't know if you saw me do it over here. Just press a little divot, and I'm going to try and line that divot. I'm going to get this out of the way. I'm going to try and line this divot up to this point right here. See where these points cross? You've got a perfect 1/4 inch there. And now you want that divot to line up straight across. Right? So let's start. Okay. Okay, now, have I got the divot? Yes, I do. I've got a good 1/4 inch. Yes, I do. Don't pull it because it's a bias. Okay. There we go. I should have probably sewn that one from the other side because then I could have seen it. My point. But I like a bias on top sometimes because it just, sometimes a bias on the top helps you're not, you know, you're not losing ground to a bunch of stuff, right? So, okay. Then another yellow. And we're just going to see how badly we missed our point, or if we missed our point. Because if we missed our point, we can correct it. And the back of this, I don't know, maybe I might have to give you a, okay. So this is where the lines are. I'm going to darken the lines with a pencil here. Hang on. This is the line where the pencil goes. The sewing lines. So where that dark X meets, right there, I have sewn, and I've sewn directly through that X. Now, if I wanted to, I could be a little more to this side, but that's okay. As long as I'm not to this side, because when I get to this side of the block, with this sewing here, I cut off my point. The point here is not as noticeable because the fabric is busy and it's all the same color. But when I get to this basket, where the basket is different than the feet, you're going to see it. So you would want to flip this one and sew it this way, not this way, right? I got lucky. And now I'm going to trim off this because I don't need that bulk. And we get to our ta-da moment. So this is our cute little rickrack basket. Now, what I'm going to do is I've showed you the basic basket, and I've showed you how to put rickrack in instead of applique. But what I'm going to do, especially when I get to the second one done that I've got, because they're easy to work in twos, in pairs, right? Because you have to find a very large scrap for this 10-inch square that you're cutting to make both this large square and this large square. So when I'm doing the second one, I'm going to do some raw edge applique of flowers and leaves and have them hang down on the basket just to break up that stark line that's there, and maybe fill in this area with a little bit more color. So I thought that would be kind of a fun addition, and it doesn't take long to do for raw edge applique, right? So I hope you do try this one. This one was a lot of fun to put together, but when I realized it works better in pairs, yes, definitely. This is an adorable basket. So, until we meet again, I hope you have an absolute fabulous week and everything is going right for you here. Okay, take care. Bye! My husband and I would love to thank you for coming along with us on our quilting journey and the YouTube adventure that we're on. We have some wonderful plans for 2023. And it includes a lot more, like with the Facebook group and the rooms feature and sewing and hanging out with people. Those monthly Zoom sew dates are still in the works. We have a lot of fun ideas coming up for 2023. And we hope you share, like, and subscribe with your friends. That little notification button and subscribing to us really helps us out. Commenting helps us out too. So if you like what you're seeing, let us know. Even send us a heart on the comment. That helps so much for us. Okay, you have an absolutely fabulous 2023, and all of our best wishes for you in the future. Okay, take care. Bye.